Hi guys, I greet you all from wherever you are watching me, depending on your time zone. Now, 3 days back, most of the members of parliament and the bloggers ally to the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto went ahead to call for a protest and massive boycott of the Citizen TV Kenya. They asked their followers to stop watching Citizen TV. They even went ahead to share out a screenshot of the headline that was doing on Citizen TV, and this is how it was reading: Mob storm Ruto in Nyeri. But this is what Citizen TV shared on Facebook page, on their Facebook page, and I will read it for you. Mob storm DP Ruto motorcade in Noru Moru. Church declined to host DP in Nyeri County visit. DP attend service at Mbiriri Full Gospel Church. So the DP allies also were claiming sabotage, as most churches refused to host them. And surprisingly, what the DP allies are not telling the public is that Jeff Koinange, who was reading those news, went ahead to confirm that despite all the blockages that the DP went through, he still managed to attend church service, and again, he was able to address the rally in the town. They are not telling the people this one, but they simply just want to pick one side and run away with it. And that is why Professor Mutahi ngunyi responded to Denis Itumbi, and this is what he tweeted: "My friend Ole Itumbi, reality is distorted. Do not adjust your vision by blaming it on Citizen TV. Ruto was stoned in Nyeri, period."
Boy of Deputy President William Ruto was stoned by rowdy mobs in Kieni. The mobs opposed to the DP's visit erected barricades to stop his entry in Kieni. But the Deputy President managed to not only attend a church service, but also held a public rally in the town. Ruto castigated what he termed the retrogressive political antics aimed at stopping his bid to become president.
So I think, in my view, the reporting was fair. Since you can see, number one, openly, the youth were attempting to stone the DP motorcade again. The youth also were shouting at the DP, and even the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto allies were the ones who went ahead to share out those photos on how the road were barricaded, the tiles which were being burned on the road, trying to stop the event that the DP was going to attend. So even these guys themselves shared these photos out. So that reporting was just fair. And the DP allies still want to read malicious in that reporting. So there is a reason why the Deputy President allies are protesting Citizen TV. And the recent incident is not the reason. There's another reason beyond that. And that's what we want to check into on this punchline. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request. You might be watching me and you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider subscribe so that any other time once we come out with a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all the channel subscribers and anyone who drops comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. As our tradition on this platform, I'm going to read all the comment and I will respond to each and every comment. So let us go back to our discussion. So number one, the biggest reason is that the Royal Media Service Chairman SK Macharia is a friend to the ODM leader Raila Amolo Odinga. And for that reason, these guys feel that ODM allies are going to be given, or are being given, more airtime to sell out the candidature of Raila Amolo Odinga compared to the space that they are giving to the Deputy President allies. So for that reason, these guys were just looking for something small so that they can use it to protest against the Royal Media Service. But again, you know, you cannot stop an individual from having friends. Friendship is a choice. Na kuna ile tunasema ya kwamba kuna urafiki wa kufaana. So that is the kind of friendship SK Macharia has with Raila Amolo Odinga. And that's why I can ask William Samoei Ruto, the Deputy President, a question that where was the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto when the Citizen TV and Royal Media Services boosters were being brought down by the Moi regime. Where was he when the then regime was going to the Royal Media Services offices to distract services at that time? If he can answer this question, then he can understand where this guy's friendship is coming from. And the truth of the matter is that by that time, William Samoei Ruto was a defender of the Kanu regime. That time William Samoei Ruto was in YK 92. So as Raila Amolo Odinga was trying to defend the freedom of media, William Samoei Ruto was busy in Kanu trying to defend what Kanu was taking Kenya through, and anyone who was not in good books with the government by that time. So by that time, I can easily say that Raila Amolo Odinga was defending democracy, while William Samoei Ruto was betraying democracy. And even up to now, you see, Ruto still wants fair reporting, which is really happening. But according to him, he wants only the good side of his part to be reported, but the bad side should not be shared out, which is really against also democracy. And number two, the second reason why William Samoei Ruto is protesting against SK Macharia is that Macharia has once welcomed Raila Amolo Odinga at his residence, where they have had a function which was bringing together the musician, where even politicians met in that place. So Macharia was opening up space for Raila Amolo Odinga to reach out to the Central Region people. Again, Macharia has gone ahead even to accompany the ODM leader up to the church. So Macharia has an interest in Raila Amolo Odinga becoming the president. And that is making William Samoei Ruto camp feel that for that reason, they are not being given a chance to air more about their policies that they want to sell to Kenya there. They feel that Macharia has an interest in Raila Amolo Odinga as a president. But that again also is not a problem. Let someone make his friends and let his friends help him. So for that reason, you cannot protest about an individual's choice of a person they feel that he should be leading them. But again, my next question is that why is William Samoei Ruto troops not protesting against KTN news? Because also, Gideon Moi is a politician who has ambition to become president. Macharia is there supporting someone. But now Gideon Moi is a politician. Instead, what they are doing at KTN News, they are simply boycotting Ken Mijungu program, where they are saying that Ken Mijungu is biased. But we understand their reasoning is that Ken Mijungu is coming from Riereda, which is in a Nyanza region. So for that reason, they still feel that Ken Mijungu is favoring those people who are allied to the ODM party. Now, after a call for that protest, I think it's now 3 days ago. And that's why I will not come quickly with this video. I was waiting to see the reaction and the impact of that protest to the mainstream media. But watching careful, up to now, I think there is no any big deal that has happened after that. And with that reasoning, I can conclude and tell you openly that for now, in my own view, I feel that it is still only Raila Amolo Odinga who can call for a boycott. It is only Raila Amolo Odinga who can call for a protest, which in return, it will have an impact. Because up to now, I'm not seeing any impact on Citizen TV, on KTN News. They're still having the program, and the massive views is still there running. In fact, when there is programs running, like yesterday, when we had Professor Piolo Lumumba and Barack Mruka, these guys were asking themselves, should we watch this, the program or not? And at the end of the day, you know, they went on watching that program. So it tells you that those boycott really does not really bring that meaningful issue. But now, in my own view, if I was to advise the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, I could ask him just to cooperate with the mainstream media, cooperate with the journalists. And at the end of the day, I think he can have his way. But when you call for a boycott the same way his allies are doing, and then you don't give an alternative to your people, because you cannot tell me that you are boycotting Citizen TV, you are boycotting KTN News, you are boycotting K24. And those are the biggest media in Kenya. So what do you remain with? Remember, these guys are having even up to radio stations and the other branches of the Citizen. Sorry, the TV branches also on the same company. So once you are boycotting this and you are not providing an alternative, where do you leave your people? Definitely, your people will just see you as an individual who is confusing them. So for that reason, since William Samoei Ruto cannot provide an alternative, the only thing is for him to cooperate. And if not, then I don't see him making sense to his followers. Because you cannot tell me that you are going to address all your followers through Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. How many Kenyans can afford bundles to watch YouTube? How many Kenyans can afford bundles to watch Facebook? You know, how about the mama mbogas who cannot afford bundles? How about the peers and farmers who cannot afford those bundles? They only tend to listen to radio station, and those who have privilege, they will also manage to watch the news on the TV. So, reaching out to mama mboga, those people who don't have time for social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Not everyone will have a privilege for that. So, if you're not providing an alternative for that, I think you are not making sense to these people. And many people are getting news through the radio stations and the TV stations, because affording bundles is not a privilege to everyone. So that can be my advice to the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you. Tell me in the comment section, what is your view about the call for a boycott by the Hustler Nation? Can these people impact a serious boycott in Kenya? Can they impact a serious maandamano in Kenya the same way Raila Amolo Odinga has once did it? That is the answer I want you to tell me in the comment section.